Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. I hope you guys are all having a good day. Good start to your weekend. I am running some errands, getting in my car and driving for the first time. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. For the first time since what? Wow, Tuesday or Wednesday? Yeah, Tuesday. It's been a while since I've driven my car actually, but I had to go drop my vest off at Sonati in Buffalo. Mary's going to do some work on my vest. And yesterday was a tough day for me. I had a rough one. I didn't get much sleep Friday night and or Thursday night. Last night was Friday, so I got some good sleep last night. And yesterday I woke up. I got a couple hours of sleep on Thursday night into Friday, and then I slept Friday morning. Yesterday morning I slept from like 6 to 9 a.m. Got a couple hours of sleep. I'm used to getting 8 to 10 hours of sleep a night, and since I've had this surgery, that's changed a little bit. I've been a little bit more unable to sleep, and man, the things that go through your mind when you're unable to sleep and you're tossing, you're turning. It's always reminiscent of when I was going through withdrawals, right? You got the restless legs. You're moving constantly. You're tossing. You're turning, and so I just get really apprehensive, and I was just like, I can't sleep. And so I was able to get some sleep last night. I feel really good this morning. I'm going to be sharing some stuff with you that it's just miraculous, right? Like, I have a lot of family out there. I, on my mom's side, have 3 brothers and sisters. I'm the oldest. And then on my dad's side, I have 4 sisters. And I've met 3 of my sisters, but I never met my oldest sister, Heidi. And yesterday I got a message from a girl named Heidi. And I thought, oh, this is a spam or a scam. Somebody's trying to get in my head again. That's what people do sometimes. And as I got to talking to her, obviously she's my blood sister. She's my half sister, and I've never met her. I've never seen a picture of her before or nothing. And so I was able to meet my real blood sister Heidi yesterday over the phone and through messages and correspondence. And I am just telling you guys, like, I was hanging on for dear life there after that surgery. I got some bad news about this mass on my bladder and the biopsy, and is it cancer? Is it not? Is it this? Is it that? And I was all stressed out. I couldn't sleep. I'm having an immense amount of pain when I go to the bathroom. I got a stent in my lower regions there, and I don't know if you guys ever have had a stent in your body. It's very painful, especially in that area. You try to go to the bathroom, it feels like you're just peeing lava. It's bad. It's been a journey. This whole month has been just one big ball of pain for me. But I've stayed true to my recovery, stayed true to my one day at a time attitude, and I've stayed present. And in these moments that I'm staying present, I'm getting rewarded, right? So I am just getting home now, so I'm sorry if I'm in the vehicle. I really don't have a lot of areas or places to make videos. I'm sorry. It's either in the basement, in my car. It's just with the cars going by on this county road. I get outside and do a video, and it's so distracting because all you hear and see is the cars drive by. So I'm getting home now from running some errands this morning, and I'm thinking about how grateful I am and how much you get rewarded when you do the right things. Like, doing the next right thing is probably one of the most important things I could tell anybody in this life. And you're also going to come up against, you got to be honest. You got to be trustworthy. You got to be committed. You got to be dedicated. You got to persevere. You got to have persistence. You got to be loyal. You got to have dignity, morals, ethics. All these things play into your decision making. And if you simply just culminate that all, right? Culminate it all and just do the next right thing, right? Sometimes we're going to fumble the ball and we're going to give it to the other team, but we're always going to get the ball back and get a chance for redemption. So don't give up, right? And don't look at yourself as a failure or anything like that, because failure is you're only failing when you make mistakes that you don't learn from. And I've said that many times on this channel. You're not failing at anything if you're learning from those things, right? So you make a mistake and you're like, oh, I don't want to do that again. So you do the proper things and you do the things that you need to do in order to not make that mistake again. That means that you're learning, and that means that you're going on, and that means those lessons are going to turn into blessings eventually, because you're going to learn what not to do in life, and you're going to be able to make the right decision next time more frequently and more often, right? So more frequently and with more consistency. But if you make the same mistake over and over and over, like I did in my drinking and my drugging career, like, you're not going to learn from that, and that's failing, right? That's failing. That's when you don't know how to do, what to do, where to do, when to do, how to do, all that good stuff. But when you simply make the decision to do the next right thing, however hard that is, however honest you have to be, however persistent you have to be, however hard and difficult that decision is to make, you have to do it. And sometimes that's going to come at a cost, because we have to have boundaries. Boundaries mean that we put up a protective layer, if you will, between you and something or someone else, right? Like in early recovery, it's probably not a good idea for you to go to the bars. You got to have a boundary. You got to be like, no, I'm not going to go to the bars. I'm going to stay out of the places that I used to go to drink or use drugs. With people, okay, this person has shown me time and time again that they can't be trusted, that they're using me, or they're saying bad things, or they're negative, or whatever it is. You got to have a boundary and be like, okay, I'm only going to spend a limited amount of time with that person, and if they start acting like that, I'm going to walk away. I'm going to go somewhere else. I'm going to say, hey, sorry, I can't be around you today, whatever it is. And that's going to be hard, right? That's the decisions, the next right thing that you have to come to terms with, because a lot of times people aren't going to be conducive to what we have going on in our lives, the program that we have to run in order to stay alive, right? We work a recovery program so we don't have to go back to our old ways and our old stinking thinking and the old patterns and behaviors that we used to have, because if we do, we're more than likely going to die. I was anyways. A lot of people, even some people that I met lately, don't feel like they were as bad as I was in my drugging and I took everything to the full tilt. Like I took everything to the max, to the edge, and I was just about to die, and I would get saved, right? Like in 2019, I had an alcohol-induced seizure. I almost died. Like, it could have very easily killed me. I could have got alcohol poisoning. I could have died. I was drinking about 1.5 liters of vodka a day. I would get a 1.75 and it would last me 2 days. So I would drink half of that in one day. And that's just so much alcohol. And of course, my body couldn't keep up. And people like me and people like my brother Alex, who had cirrhosis of the liver, he got a call from his doctor saying he had cirrhosis. Like, that's bad. Like, that's deadly. That could lead to death. And so it's like me, my brother, and I know many other people that took it to the limit. We were all in. Those are the people that you're going to learn from in life, because we've been there, we've done that. We have a template for obviously destruction, and we have a template for success, because me and my brother, and we've been able to stay sober. And so there's two ways going about things. You can go back to your old ways and do the next wrong thing and always end up with the same result, insanity, right? Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Or you could do the next right thing, live in recovery, live in honesty, live in dignity and loyalty and honor and perseverance and commitment and dedication, and learn how to live a new life, as hard as it may be, to make those decisions, and ultimately live a much more peaceful and surrendered life, if you will. So that's what I'm preaching on this channel, and that's what we preach on this channel all the time. Now, I just went through a major life event in my life. Like, I had major surgery, not major surgery, but it was surgery, right? And it left me incapacitated. It left me needing help. It left me helpless. I needed and wanted to not have pain, and it's hard, right? Like, as an addict, in my mind, I'm like, okay, like, where's the Oxycontin? Like, where's the oxycodone? Where's the Vicodin? I need all that. Like, give it to me. I need it. But in the hindsight, I'm like, well, maybe I can get through this without all that, and maybe I can do something about my life this time that's going to prove to myself that I actually have changed, because I haven't had a lot of opportunities in my life to do that, right? Like, last weekend, I was around some drugs and alcohol, and it really tested my resolve. But I got out of there unscathed, and I made a video about that yesterday, and I posted those. I just had surgery. I was just in the ER a couple times. I just spent a whole month with kidney stones, and I didn't have to relapse. I didn't have to go back to where I was before, because I felt like I needed to get rid of the pain. I just knew somehow, some way, if I did the next right thing, God would take care of me and the pain would go away. And that's exactly what had happened. And not only that, but yesterday I got a call from my sister, my real sister, who now I get to, with whom now I get to make a real connection with, family members who share the same passions and drives and goals and dreams that I do. She has kids, I have kids, and so it's like, man, like, all I needed to do was just hang on, and I did that, and I got rewarded. And I feel like meeting my sister and getting connected with her was a reward. It was absolutely totally a reward. I felt so good yesterday, because it was kind of overwhelming, honestly, because she was the last piece of my family that I haven't met. I've even met my dad, my real dad, a few times, but I've never met Heidi. And she seems way more like me, and we're like twins. It's really crazy. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. We're gonna go down and see my brother's grand opening and at his shop, and so we're gonna do that today. And I'm just gonna try to make the best of today. Although I just went through surgery and having pain and blah 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 blah. That's all in the rear view now, right? And that's all in the past. And so now I just get to work my program each day and try to get better and better each day. Monday I go back to work after having a week off, and I'm excited. So I will be doing a weekly recovery video this week. It'll be tomorrow. And I don't know what it's going to be on. I haven't really researched yet. I'll have to look in my notes and see which one I had planned for today or for this weekend. But I am going to be doing that, and I can't wait to share that with you guys. And until then, be well, be safe, be sober out there, be brave. And if you need anything, you guys can always comment below. And thank you to all the people who have. And one day at a time, onward. Lefty out. See you guys.